These guys, they were so predatory. They're like social media famous. So they go out, they meet people online, they come to America, they meet some girl, they go out to dinner, they start whining and dining them, and they woo them with cars and with money and probably jewelry and shit like that. And just totally like these girls are like, oh my God, like so head over heels and thinking, what a crazy gentleman. And then they're like, you should come visit us in Romania. But then once they get to Romania, they're stuck, okay? And then it can get very threatening, like very quickly. And they have women, they have American women they've done this to. They have UK women they've done this to. There are a lot of victims, okay? The girl on the screen here, she's a lawyer. There's a woman named Jane Doe in the filings this is the Tristan Tate case. There's a Tristan Tate case, and this is Jane Doe's attorney. And she's doing some podcast talking about how Jane Doe got wrapped up in this.
Jane Doe was an American from Florida. She met Tristan Tate when he came to visit Miami. They met online and then ended up meeting in person. And, she thought he was charming and she thought he was impressive. He was really successful. He was showing off as he does. Like, she felt incredibly special that he wanted to spend time with her and that he was interested in her. She said, like, he made her feel incredibly special and she thought they were falling in love. So when he invited her to come to Romania to be with him, she was excited to go. And, they paid for her ticket to get there. She flew over to Romania. She essentially started seeing red flags and felt like things were not right from the beginning. She thought she was going to spend time with Tristan in Romania, that their relationship was going to develop. That was the purpose of her coming, that, she was a musician. She would find work, play her music, grow her music career. But repeatedly, she's being, introduced to this webcam business and being asked if she wants to do it. And
see, isn't this crazy, guys? That like these guys, they were so predatory. They go out, they meet people online. These girls are like, oh my God, like so head over heels. And then they're like, you should come visit us in Romania. But then once they get to Romania, they're like stuck. And then it can get very threatening, like very quickly.
You don't have to do it, but just think about it. And here's someone who does it. And all of the women are living in a house together and they're all seem to be working on webcam. And now she's in this house, right? And there's sex toys and they're staying up all night. And people, these women don't seem happy. And all of them are in a relationship with one of the brothers, which is strange. Do they work there? Or are they in relationships? Why are they in relationships with someone they're supposedly working with? It didn't feel right. And she starts to panic. She formed a connection with another young woman there, Mary Doe. And once they started talking, comparing notes, they just realized that, they were lied to, that they were brought over here for some other purpose than what they thought. And they just wanted to leave. And she's, communicating with her parents, like, I'm just going to sneak out of here, communicated with a friend.
Dude, she's got to sneak out. Like, they can't leave, right? All these girls are trapped there with like a webcam business and no way to get out of Romania.
Who was a Marine sergeant. And so like the brave serviceman that he is, she just wanted to sneak out. But he had been trained. He knows he has an obligation to report human trafficking and that, he's not going to leave her to try and figure this out on her own. He did the right thing. He made a report to the U.S. Embassy. And so that initiated a raid. And
no, dude. That's so crazy. She talked to an ex-Marine. He reported them to the embassy, and that's why they got raided. See, this is the shit that they like. These guys, this is like really, really dirty stuff. And you have their lawyer McBride is running out trying to like, the poor Tates, they're being held in the shoe. Dude, these guys should be in a fucking box for their life, bro.
And so, we don't know what happened behind the scenes, but eventually the different Tate properties were raided, the women were rescued, and Jane Doe and Mary Doe just did the right thing, right? They were taken into custody by law enforcement, and they did the right thing, and they cooperated, and they told the truth of what they saw and witnessed and experienced. Jane Doe did not go to the media and make accusations. I see a lot of people saying, oh, this is Me Too gone wrong, or this is false accusations for fame, for clout, for money. She did not go to the media and make claims about a famous person.
Did you see that? Dude, she didn't go to the media. Everything she's done has been in court, right? Fighting him in court. And I mean, that's huge, guys. That is huge, right? Because then she can't simply be dismissed as somebody who's trying to like make notoriety. I mean, she hasn't even revealed her name. Right? She's still a Jane Doe.
She was rescued by law enforcement and cooperated with them. That was the right thing to do. Should she have refused to cooperate? She felt that she was in danger and that other women might be in danger. She wasn't even sure what was going on. She just gave an honest account of what she saw. The other thing is she didn't walk into a police station to make a report. Although she has every right to do so, she didn't do that. Someone else called law enforcement and she cooperated.
Interesting. So, and again, yeah, it was her friend, the Marine, that fucking called for the raid.
But why all of that matters is she is being sued. Her parents are being sued.
Jesus.
That Marine sergeant was sued. Mary Doe was sued. The Tate brothers and their attorneys sued all of these people, claiming that the entire Romanian case, which the original indictment included 7 victims, not just Jane Doe, not just Mary Doe, 7 victims, but they claim that that entire case should be laid on the shoulders at the feet of Jane Doe. It's all her fault that she somehow can control police investigations.
Insane.
And that it was all lies.
Oh my God, dude. So again, this is what these guys do. Even with that, they get raided. The Marine calls the embassy reports it to the Romanian police. All of the Tate properties get raided. They discover all these women being basically kidnapped and held there, right? Forced to webcam and stuck in Romania, some from the US, no way to get out. And then the minute that happens and the girls cooperate and just tell everything they know about this shit, the Tates then go on a lawsuit frenzy with their huge, powerful lawyers, right? Millions of dollars. And they get these lawyers to then browbeat and attack the families, including like they always hire private investigators. They try to dig up smears or anything they can about the people's like private lives, if they can get them fired or ruin their jobs or create some public spectacle. I mean, this happens when a woman gets raped by a really wealthy guy. He will sue her for fucking defamation. And then she has to try and figure out how to go through like a 3-year court case, right? It's just easier to give up and go away. It's so brutal, man. Man, these guys need to be put away like forever.
And so she has been fighting for her life since then. And it wasn't just a lawsuit. She also faced unbelievable online harassment from the Tate brothers fan base, which is massive. She received deluge of threats, including death threats, so that she had to shut down all her social media. She's been living in hiding.
Let me just tell you.
This happened in 2022.
Let me just tell you, dude, it was 2022. I felt the wrath of like the Tate heads in 2022. That's when in July of 2022 is when I did that debate with him. And then they started making all this TikTok content and the gamer kids tried to cancel me. Dude, for months, I was getting death threats. I was getting people sending me pictures of my house and shit and threatening me. It was wild, dude. Like, it was nuts. It was one of the most insane negative experiences that was like really hard to not cave in mentally during that, because they were attacking my gaming Twitter accounts. They were attacking my streams. They were like sending me all kinds of DMs and shit. And every time I got on TikTok, there would be like, you know, video after video after video of like personally vilifying me. I mean, it was pretty crazy. And I did something way less severe. I just told this guy off and like told him to go fuck himself, you know?
Wow.
It's 2026. She truly lives in hiding, constantly worried that, one of the crazed Tate fans or someone in this network is trying to find her. And, she doesn't know what would happen. Is she going to be further harassed, doxxed, smeared, lied about, or even harmed? She doesn't know. She's terrified and she hasn't been able to move on with her life. I mean, it's horrifying, truly. And to put this pressure on her parents too, who did, in my opinion, did nothing wrong, is just, it's really unbelievable. She has been defending that lawsuit and filed a countersuit and alleges that this was all a witness intimidation campaign.
Absolutely.
Which it
All the
is.
things that they're claiming about
100%.
her are not true, and they're just being used to hurt her. And the suing of her parents was used to put leverage on her and to hurt her. So it's been an unbelievable battle.
Dude, that is crazy. And meanwhile, though, guys, look at what Andrew Tate is doing, though, simultaneously. He's a fucking pussy, too. He blocked me. But he's like, this attack is politically motivated. It's a punishment for empowering men. A punishment for giving men the spirit to say enough is enough. You fucking bitch-ass human trafficker. Dude, crying about this shit. Day 18 in the shoe. Right? This is punitive housing for people who murder their cellmates. No commissary. No phone calls. No yard time. I am innocent until proven guilty. Extradition detainee. I am an American citizen. Why am I here? Oh, boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. You fucking bitch. Right? And then you got your little fucking lawyer. Your fucking weird mafioso fucking lawyer. This fucking pinhead dude. The turnip in a fucking suit. He's out here trying to use Candace Owens and shit.
Ben the Beast writes, huge fan of yours and Andrew Tate. I love the interview that you did with him. What are your thoughts on his most recent arrest? In my opinion, it's another Matrix attack. Keep up the amazing work. So I had gotten very, like, whenever I comment on things, I always want to take the time to read files and understand what's happening and offer my, like, I guess non-legal perspective. Like, I'm definitely not a legal professional, but I do feel like I understand legal documents. And I was very much involved in reading through his Romanian documents when the charges were against him. And I said, this case is going to fall apart. And people came.
Dude, is she going to stump for Tate? I think she might, dude. Isn't that crazy? Like, fuck her, bro. If she does this, like, fuck her. I mean, she already stumped for Trump, and now she's going to maybe stump for Tate. Like, if she ends up stumping for Tate on this, she needs to be run into the ground.
At me, and we're like, how could you? And then the case fell apart. I had never seen such clear evidence that the girl, there were actual literal text messages in WhatsApp of her describing what she was doing and trying to get a free ride to Paris or London. And so I gave my opinion on that because I felt like my opinion.
Mind you, there's like many girls. Okay, there are many girls.
Educated. I have not had time, given everything that's going on, to look into the UK case. I always felt like Romania was kind of holding him because the UK wanted them. And so I've just been, the only thing I know right now are the headlines, which is like, this is a case from just like Russell Brand. It's like a long time ago. I need to go through the documents, and I am intending to do that and to give my opinion on what's actually happening in the UK. Obviously, it is utter madness that Andrew and Tristan Tate are in solitary confinement
Dude, Andrew and Tristan are in solitary confinement. They're in the shoe, Candace. Everybody in the special housing unit is in fucking cells, and they're human traffickers with multiple fucking victims. You fucking clown. Okay, you idiot. You think you're getting special treatment because you're like sabotaging Erica Kirk? F that. If you come out and become a rapist defender, if you come out and become a human trafficker defender because you're trying to monetize their crowd, like, we are going to fucking bring you down, Candace. We are going to bring you down.
A time where he got taken in Florida, the home of Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein just lived the greatest life there. Nobody that is a part of the Epstein network has been taken down. In fact, they have been covered up.
Dude, she's trying to say, oh, instead of the Epstein, they're grabbing Tate. Dude, what the
and have been protected by this administration. And so my mind just goes to just that understanding immediately that if any government was actually committed to taking down traffickers, the entire Epstein list and the people who were benefited and had relationships with Epstein and went onto that island would be exposed. And yet they are in power. So there's that. But I do intend to get into exactly the case and to...
God, she's so boring, dude. Jesus, bro. Jesus. There are cameras in the rooms where we meet with Andrew and Tristan. Yeah, no shit, Joe McBride. Dude, they have all these fucking stupid AI photos. It's like, yo, dumbass. Your trafficking rapey bitches are in fucking prison, dude. They're in a special federal unit for like high flight risk, fucking notorious criminals. Like, yeah, there's cameras. You guys are recorded. There's no fucking privacy. You guys are being watched. Absolutely. As it should be. You guys are conniving and commiserating. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, screw these guys. I have no sympathy for these guys whatsoever. None. Yo, political punk here. I know, it's killing me. Seriously, guys, if you like what we do around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn those noties on. And I wouldn't be anywhere without the members. So if you want to hit the join button, we really appreciate that too. Thank you so much, guys. It's getting crazy out there, and I'm just really glad to not be going through this alone. All right? All right, keep your chin up. Let's go, boss. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye.